Hello, and welcome to this presentation on a maximalist high tea inspired social gathering. The inspiration for this event comes from a conversation I had with a dear friend of mine who is much older and much wiser. She shared a beautiful memory from her youth, describing how even the smallest gatherings, just time spent with friends, were filled with intricate details. These details created a sense of magic, a certain richness that seems to have been lost in today's world of minimalism. There's even a career path in event design dedicated to the wellness of dementia patients, where designers research and create vibrant interiors inspired by cultures from the past to invoke a feeling and sense of comfort and familiarity. As an artist, this conversation struck a deep chord with me, inspiring me to embrace the spirit of those times when even the smallest things were celebrated. With this table setting, I've sought to recapture that essence, blending the beauty of nature, vibrant colors, textures, and intricate details. What you see here today is a smaller manifestation of the vision I hope to bring to life for this event. It's a celebration of the grand, the detailed, and the meaningful in every moment. I opted to incorporate props that relate to the natural world. Polymer koi fish, wooden frames, and tables, seashells, and various smaller items were carefully placed around the outskirts of the table. The idea was to avoid overcrowding the central space while still introducing these elements in a meaningful way. In the center of the table, I chose to place succulents. The succulents act as a visual anchor at eye level, providing a grounding focal point. I wanted to ensure the guests felt connected to the space seamlessly while avoiding any visual disconnect between each other. To help the succulents stand out against the dark green tablecloth, I added a small white circular lace fabric in the center. This white fabric draws attention to the succulents and prevents them from blending into the tablecloth. It also connects the white space used in the background curtains, creating a cohesive flow. To contrast the richness of the table setting, I initially kept the background white. However, I found it to be a little dull in comparison to the vibrant elements of the table. After all, this is supposed to be a celebration of the small in the grand. To counteract this, I added a light fabric with pastel floral patterns, centered with a red oriental fan, which I will speak more about in the next slide. Adding these touches helped to not only add dimension, but also tie the whole space together. The tablecloth itself is a dark green which invokes a feeling of lush, well-watered greenery. It features a beautiful tree print with rich brown bark, almost resembling a red hue. To further enhance the natural elements, I decided to incorporate small props of red throughout the setting, visible in a few red flowers and the oriental fan centerpiece. These red accents help balance the design by introducing a vibrant touch without overwhelming the other elements. The tea set is white with gold accentuates. They bring a timeless feel that light up in the presence of the warm, dim lighting. The outer curtains are maroon to introduce even more movement inwards. I wanted to make it feel like the guests were being pulled into a different world. I envisioned the purple tones blending with the rich reds in the setting, which further ties together the color scheme and creates a visual link across the design. Following the previous theme of unexpected touches and visual depth, I suspended a light bulb with small pebbles, succulents, and an acorn above the table. This hanging element introduces a sense of intrigue while reinforcing the natural theme of the design. Finally, to enhance the ambience, I placed small and medium-sized candles around the corners of the tables. These candles create a warm and inviting atmosphere. In a larger setting, I would strategically place them further away from the table to avoid any safety hazards, but still retain the warm and cozy feeling. One critique I have for myself for the future is I'd love to try this maximalist design in a larger space so that the elements can truly breathe, allowing for the design to shine without feeling cramped or squashed together. Thank you so much for joining me as I share this inspiration and vision behind the unique table setting.